A hush fell over the grand hall of the Elmwood Cultural Center. The chandeliers sparkled like frozen stars, reflecting the expectant faces of patrons who prided themselves on discerning taste in music. Among them, whispers circulated about the special guest invited by the organizers, a 13-year-old blind pianist, Lila Ramirez, from the outskirts of New York City. "Just a little performance, dear," said Celeste Monroy, a world-renowned concert pianist in her late 30s, her smile polished but icy. "Play something simple, just for fun. Entertain our guests." Lila's hands rested lightly on the Steinway grand piano. Her white cane leaned beside her, a stark contrast to the elegance surrounding her. The audience assumed she would falter, that this blind girl was nothing more than a novelty brought in under the guise of inclusivity. Yet what they did not know was that Lila had spent years secretly mastering some of the most complex compositions ever written. Every evening after school, she practiced relentlessly on a piano borrowed from the local church basement. Every note she played was carved from memory, her fingers attuned to every nuance she had absorbed. Celeste, adjusting her designer gown, gave a patronizing nod. "Perhaps Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, or something familiar, safe for our sophisticated audience." Lila's lips curved faintly. "Actually, I'd like to perform the Sonata in B minor by Rachmaninoff, entire first movement." The hall froze. Murmurs rippled like small waves, disbelief etched on every face. "B minor? At your age?" Celeste laughed, a sharp, rehearsed sound meant to intimidate. "Do you even know what you're suggesting?" Lila's calm voice cut through the tension. "I know exactly what I'm suggesting." The audience assumed she was overreaching, that her pride would crumble under the weight of technical mastery. But Lila had prepared for this night her entire life. Her aunt, Rosa, had recognized her genius early on and had clandestinely arranged lessons with Maestro Anton Volkov, a retired virtuoso who had trained the world's finest pianists. Under his mentorship, Lila had transformed raw talent into artistry. Celeste, sensing her opportunity to publicly humiliate the girl, challenged her. "If you succeed, I'll guarantee your school a donation. Fail, and admit you were unprepared." Lila hesitated for a heartbeat, then spoke with authority. "I will perform the full movement, and if I succeed, the donation should be enough to fund music programs for underserved children for the entire year. If I fail, I'll never perform at an event like this again." A stunned silence followed. Celeste blinked. The room collectively realized that this challenge was no longer trivial. Lila's calm confidence radiated a power no one expected. She placed her hands on the piano, and a single note rang out. The sound seemed to pierce the gilded walls, a crystal-clear declaration that she was no ordinary girl. What followed was a performance that left the audience breathless. Each phrase, each chord conveyed decades of unseen struggle. The accident that took her sight, the long nights of practice, the isolation that forged her focus, and the inner fire that refused to be dimmed. Celeste's jaw tightened. Every note Lila played revealed a depth of emotion Celeste had never conveyed in her own performances. Purity, technical perfection alone could never achieve. Patrons who had scoffed minutes before now sat riveted, tears streaking down their faces, unable to look away. By the final cadence, the room was silent, save for the echo of the last resonating chord. Lila lifted her hands, standing with quiet dignity. There was no triumph in her eyes, only the serene confidence of someone who had honored her gift and her journey. The applause erupted like a tidal wave, sustained, heartfelt, and transformative. Patrons rose, some openly weeping, recognizing the extraordinary talent that had just redefined everything they thought they knew about music and courage. Celeste, stunned, realized that her attempt to belittle a young girl had backfired spectacularly. After the performance, Lila extended her hand politely to Celeste. "Thank you for the opportunity to play. Music, like life, teaches us about humility and purpose. Months later, Lila became the youngest student ever awarded a full scholarship to the prestigious Manhattan Conservatory of Music. Celeste, her reputation tarnished, quietly retired from touring, realizing too late that privilege without compassion and integrity was hollow. Lila's music would go on to inspire countless others, proving that true talent, nurtured with dedication and heart, transcends every barrier of sight, class, and expectation.